Alright guys, welcome to Brian Ninja another video. Today you might want to put on your goggles because we have an experiment for you, but we're not going to be doing anything in a lab. Instead we're going to be doing a fitness experiment, as you probably expected on this channel because that's what I typically do. But today we're doing basically a 5-day ab challenge. You've heard the 15 minute ab workouts, but today is a 5-day workout where we're doing 500 crunches for the next 5 days, 500 crunches per day for the next 5 days, so 2,500 crunches total. And we're going to see how much our core strength improves because we want to improve our core, hopefully. That's my goal right now. So we'll see how much it changes. Probably not at all, but we'll do our best. Alright guys, so since this workout is meant to target our core and especially like the ab area, we're going to try to see a before and after picture. I might have to delete this if it's embarrassing, but here we go with the before picture. This is currently the ab situation we have. So hopefully we'll improve over the course of a week. We'll see how we are looking on Thursday. Alright guys, sorry for this weird angle right now, but I'm trying to make it so I can film myself doing crunches. So I have my camera up on like a slope thing in the chair, so it's really high up there. But yeah, in a second it'll make sense. I'm not sure it'll be a good angle even then because it's kind of hard to film this. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna try to get different angles. So hopefully it'll work out. This video is also forcing me to clean my room, so that's a good thing as well. But let's go. So we do 5 sets of 100 with the first set now and do like a minute break, then do a second set until we get to 5 sets. So it won't take forever, hopefully. Alright guys, here we go. Setting out on the first set, the first day of the challenge. I'm gonna give you some background during these clips because I know the clips themselves are kind of obviously very repetitive, but this challenge is admittedly kind of a downgrade from my original plan, which was a month-long core challenge with different exercises, which got turned into just 5 days of crunches because unfortunately I procrastinated. But I think this will still be an interesting experiment nonetheless, even with my laziness. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'll tell you some stuff about crunches as I go. So at least you'll get some info on like how I do these exercises. I don't know if you want to know how I do them because I don't know if the way I do them is effective. But I found this to be a good way, so I'll tell you a little bit about that throughout this video. And yeah, enjoy watching me do crunches. Alright, first set down, guys. I don't know if you can tell, but I was sliding back the whole time. Whenever I do these, I like move backwards as I go, which is annoying. But hopefully I stay in frame at least. Alright guys, we got a little rest and now it's time for set number 2. Let's go. Alright guys, so you see there, what I'm doing is the form that I mentioned earlier, but the key element to really activating your core is to put your knees together, and not just have them touching each other, but really have them pressed together, because if your knees are together, that forces you to activate your core to get your elbows to reach your knees. I can't exactly explain why, but you immediately feel the difference when you push your knees together fully. Your core, especially your ab area, feels a lot more like activated. So again, I'm using the fancy term activated to sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I promise you it's effective. I can tell, at least in feeling the work. So I would definitely suggest doing that. 2 down. Alright guys, time for set number 3. And yeah, notice the green cup has made an appearance. That's how you know I'm getting tired. Let's go. 300 more today. Alright guys, here we go on the third set. I was definitely starting to struggle a bit more here. Not that it was difficult, but it was very monotonous and also just getting very hot. So it was kind of just like unpleasant overall. Plus the floor makes me kind of itchy because I'm like putting my skin on the floor. So it's kind of like you get the stuff from the rug, like just like dust and all that. So it's kind of annoying. So this challenge is kind of annoying to do, but I'm hopeful that it will pay off in the end. Alright, let's turn the fan on. Alright guys, number 4. I started trying to do it and then I realized that the back of my pants, like the tag was on my back. So it was hurting, I was like digging into it so I couldn't do it. So I adjusted the tag, so it should be good now. These crunches sometimes can be really easy or sometimes they're really annoying because like the waistband of your pants or your shirt can get like in the way and make it annoying. Or sometimes like my back will get scratched or like get rug burn while I'm doing this. Usually it's good, but sometimes it gets annoying like that. That's one thing about crunches that annoys me. But overall I think they're a pretty efficient exercise. So here we go. I'm gonna do a different direction this time just so you get a different angle on me. There's 2 more, 4 set, 2 to go, including this one. Alright guys, this looks really weird now that you've seen the other way, but I wanted to at least show a different orientation of it so you can see something a bit different. I'm still doing crunches, but at least you're seeing a different side of it, I guess. I'm gonna try to do different angles throughout the video. I'm hoping I can film in different locations that aren't my bedroom floor, because first of all, it'll look better, and second of all, I can get some better in different angles, hopefully. So I want to do them at the park and stuff like that. So hopefully I have time over the next few days to do that. And not be in this like little narrow channel between my bed and my desk. I was surprised that I even fit in this to do crunches. It's a very tight fit, but we did it. I told you I slide so much, that like decapitated me. You couldn't see my head by the end of it. That's how much I move throughout that process, and I don't know why that is. But every move I slide back a little bit. But 1 more set to go. Alright guys, it's the final countdown. on the first day of the challenge with 100 to go. So it's not that motivating, but we're making progress here. Let's go. All right, guys, here we go on the last set. My core is definitely feeling it already at this point, so this last set's gonna be a bit harder, but we're gonna make it through. So after this set, I will also show you a progress picture from the first day, and it's not really a full progress picture because after the initial hour or two after the exercise, you will probably lose a bit, and I'll probably lose a bit just because your core starts being activated, so it gets a bit like it kind of reverses back to what it was, but it will still over time cumulatively progress. So we'll show the day by day, and hopefully there'll be a difference. So I don't sound crazy, but we'll see how it looks, guys. All right, guys, that's day one down. Let's stand up. Actually, let's not, so my head's in the screen. But that's day one down. I'm pretty happy. That was annoying. It wasn't too bad, but it was a lot of reps. It got repetitive, but we made it through. Let's see the progress picture. All right, guys, here's the progress after day one. I don't know how much different it is. It'll probably also like fade over time if it was an improvement, but at least we did it today. Let's keep with it for the next 4 days, see what happens. All right, guys, it's day two of the challenge, and as you can see, I didn't make it out of my house today. Or I mean, I did, but I didn't film it anywhere else except for my house today, unfortunately, because I was too busy. But here we are in a different room at least, so I can do some different orientations. So it's kind of different. My back is definitely hurting a lot more today, which I think is a combination of my effort from yesterday and this room being a bit more, the rug being a bit harder or a bit less padding from the floor. So it's definitely a bit harder today, but we're making our way through our first set. I'm going to speed through this a little bit because it's the same as yesterday, but here we go. All right, guys, second set of 100 here. Obviously, I wanted to point out that this challenge is not recommended. Like doing this 500 sit-ups per day is not the way to do it. It's much better to do like a consistent effort 3 or 4 times a week, doing these sporadically instead of all at once. But it's just for a challenge, and obviously I'm hoping it will improve my core strength, but it's mostly for the challenge, and this isn't how I usually do it, so keep that in mind. I say that because I thought of that as I was doing this set, because this was getting very exhausting at this point, and probably not great. All right, guys, set number 3, and at least the way I'm changing orientations proves I'm not repeating the same clip over and over. So that's good. At least we have proof that I'm doing all these sets, but it's getting very repetitive here, and I'm getting very bored of it. So unfortunately, we have 3 days left, but I'm already starting to get sick of it. But here we go anyway. All right, guys, as we get into the final 2 sets, I started to realize that we might have to space these out better in the future, where I do some like earlier in the day and some later, or take a small break between at least, spread it out better and to be healthier for me. So tomorrow I might do it differently in order to better preserve my core strength and not be so high pressure at once on it. All right, guys, we finished up our sit-ups for the day. Let's see the progress. All right, guys, 1,000 crunches later, and here's where we're at. Day 2, we have 3 days to go. Let's see what happens. All right, guys, day 3. Let's go. This is hurting my back already. What the heck? All right, guys, it's day 3 now, the median day of the challenge. I'm gonna speed through this one pretty quickly now because we've already kind of seen this. But as you can see, I'm gonna be doing these crunches at different angles today just to make it a bit different. Despite the fact I'm still in my bedroom because I didn't have time to leave. Unfortunately, the rest of the challenge will be basically the same as it was before, and I won't leave my bedroom. And I also won't do them in different sets like I said I would because it was just too time consuming to do. So unfortunately, the next few days will all be similar to this. But anyway, you see the different angles here. Let's get through the day. Sorry guys if this video is getting very repetitive to watch, but trust me, it was one of the most annoying to do as well. So at least we're even, but you can click away if it gets too boring. But hopefully we'll make some progress here and at least make this worth our while, because we're not really getting any enjoyment from it, but here we go. Alright guys, 3 days down and 2 to go, so we're officially through the hump day of this challenge. 2 days to go, so let's see how this challenge develops. I don't know if we made any progress if we just keep going back and forth like every day and losing it as the day progresses. But hopefully if we stay consistent, we'll improve some. Let's see how the next 2 days go. Alright guys, day 4, we have 2 days to go, so we're getting down to the end. Thankfully, because my back's hurting. Hopefully we do well and we get a good result here. I'm either gonna feel ripped or ripped off depending on how this goes. Because if I have to do 2,500 squats for not even any improvement, I'll be ripped off. If not, I'll be ripped. But here we go. Let's see if my back hurts. Sorry to do the same location, but the other ones outside are too painful, so I keep doing the same location. But I know it's a boring video, but... Ah, my back. This challenge sucks. Alright guys, second set. I'm really feeling it today, like my neck, my back. I was not even meaning to do that, but my neck and my back are both actually hurting. I'm not seeing, but they're both actually hurting. My neck is like sore from all the movement, and my back has like the, what do you call it, like the rug burn on it. So this is rough. But let's keep going before I keep seeing. Attempt number 2. Alright, there we go. 2 sets down. I've done both these sets together with no break whatsoever, like not even like a pause to adjust, which is also why I'm so far back, because I slide back as I go. But I didn't take any pause, so I'm definitely feeling it more today because of that, so that's probably a good strategy. But 3 sets to go still today. Alright, number 3. If I go back a bit more, it takes the pressure off my rug burn, so that's good. I have to like go a little bit farther back every day so that I'm not going on where the burn is. Oh, I was sliding off the rug there. I was like over the tile with my head. That's how far back I went. But we have one more set now, guys. Alright, guys, last set. I took a bit of a long break there because I was talking, unfortunately. But we're back. Alright, guys, that's it for day 4. I'm gonna have a permanent turtleneck after this challenge, I swear. Alright guys, so I'm filming this before day 5. It's been about 24 hours since I did my last crunches, just because I wanted to show how it wears off over time. Because last night I feel like I had more definition, like not good obviously, but more than now. And it's not like it's bad now, but it's definitely less. So it shows how the definition will fade after you don't do it for a while. So that's just part of the process, but I think we're still better off than we were before we started, so we can't complain. Let's go to day number 5 now, guys. Alright guys, last day of 100, let's get this. Let's go. Come on. Stupid thing's crooked. We're already... The first try filming this did not work well, so I'm trying it again and I'm already... My back is hurting so much, guys, from the stupid thing. From the stupid rug burn. The pretzel on my leg, what the heck? My God. Okay, let's just go. I'm losing it already. 5 sets of 100. My neck hurts so much, guys. I'm so over this challenge. I still have 400 to go. Alright, 400 to go. My neck is actually killing me. It's not like pain, it's like just extremely sore and like weird feeling. Let's go. I'm over this. Alright guys, 3 sets to go. Can't even think anymore. Alright guys, 2 sets to go. Let's go. Alright guys, we finally made it to the last set, thank God. So we only have 100 to go. But 100 still sounds like way too many. But we gotta do it. Just take our shirt, Nike, just do it. We gotta do it. We take off our shirt, which I'm gonna regret because it's gonna be more painful. But for the final set, let's go. Let's pulp my pants too. Alright guys, it's the final batch of 100 crunches on the final day. And I'm finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You can say it's crunch time, literally and figuratively, because we're at the very end. Hopefully our hard work will pay off today. But as you can see, we're making our final ones right now. I was definitely really excited for this rep because I was getting very sick of the crunch at this point, and my neck was hurting and my back was hurting, as I've said many times. So I was very excited for this last set. So hopefully I'll get some good results and be happy with what I've done. I'm going to slow it down in a second so you can see my last 10 reps and my excited counting to be done with the challenge. So right now, I'll take you to the live action. 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Alright guys, day 5, here's the final progress. I actually think it looked better before, to be honest. This looks kind of bad. But again, I think I was kind of not doing great form today because I was in so much pain. So what can you do? But overall, the challenge was still a good experience. So I'm glad I did it, kind of, except my back hurts. But overall, it was an experience, and mostly a good experience. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Peace out.